I will not. I will not be as open with my location. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
It's the same boat for
about
me,
it.
but
Just do the
yeah.
Breaking Bad meme, okay?
No, yeah. I'll be yeah.
I can't think of the fucking some lane somewhere in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yep.
1210 Arroyo Vista is the yeah.
Yeah, someone knows. Let's go.
So do you want to like do the intros now, or are we waiting on the 2 minutes to kind of come up so everybody else can get in here? Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Yep.
Here's where we can riff, okay? Really let your character out.
Mm. That's not.
How about that donation drive? $250,000. Jesus Christ. That's a crazy amount of money. Mm-hmm. True.
All right.
Oh, that is very impressive considering. Like online
Absolutely.
community to $250,000 donations is good stuff.
In like what was it?
Absolutely.
1 day or like
I
Yeah, in
believe it
24 hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ?
Yeah. Like, we weren't expecting to get because like the end of the stream ended up being $220,000,
Mhm.
and then we left it open overnight, and then we hit fucking 250, like today around like 1 p.m. around there. So it's like crazy. We're able to do that.
Amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Alrighty, guys. Well, it is 9 o'clock. Let's just see how attendance is faring in maybe the next few seconds. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to our main thing on the streaming side. All right.
Oh, so fancy.
All right. A little one there, sorry.
Whose birthday is it?
It was my now 7-year-old's, and then it was my husband's, so he got to have the nice pink
Very nice.
like right after.
Gave birth on the same day. That's crazy. That guy don't get nothing. Got it.
I know, right?
As a
Exactly.
Christmas baby, I can tell you.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh man. Yeah, sorry. Alrighty. Well, can pop me back down to minuscule. Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. Welcome to Sophie's Saturday Subversion School. We have a very special episode today because I've invited some special guests who came to me with an offer of help and advice, and I don't know if they expected me to actually take it, but I've since roped them into coming here to explain what they had to say to us and also to just talk about, in general, what it means to host, create, and curate a debate space. I guess Kai was like, I'm out, I'm good. So
Oh.
that's all right. So what I want to do is just kind of start with some basic introductions. And then we'll get into what it means to create a debate space in general. And I'm sure we'll have people popping in and out, which is perfectly fine. This is not on a stage. So anytime you have questions or want to chime in, it's perfectly fine. This is way more conversational. So yeah, just to start with me, I'm Sophie. I am with standwithsophie.com. I'm the head mod of Digital Ground Game. Very proud of our little org. It just like Retro was saying, we hit a huge fundraiser goal yesterday. We made $250,000. So we're gonna have a lot of room to help advance the cause of liberalism, and I'm here for it. So yeah, it's awesome. So that's me. I'm gonna toss it over to Retro Phoenix, who is he is the host of our Digital Ground Game debate nights. I am his co-host. But yeah, take it away. Say hello.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Retro. I've been doing this for about like 8 months and Got to upsell it, okay? We did $250,000. That's fucking crazy, guys, okay? But yeah, been doing debate nights for the past 8 months. Interested to talk with the people over in the DGG main server and shit because there's a lot we can learn from their experience.
Absolutely.
That's all for me.
And then popcorn it to someone else.
Brick, what you got?
Yeah, I'm Brick. I've been part of the DGG space for I don't know, 10 plus years now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Question.
probably 10 years.
It's
One
been
question.
a long time.
One question. Do you do radio? Because Jesus Christ, dude. I
Yeah.
want to like, drink
No.
your voice. It's so fucking silk.
It just came in like
Dude,
butter. Yeah.
Oh, damn, it came in. Go ahead.
You
Go ahead, Brick.
yeah.
You
it
got
is,
me.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're not the first to comment on that. It is what it is. Drinking and smoking smooths out your voice apparently.
Damn.
So
Pick up smoking.
yeah,
Nice.
I've been on the DG server for about 10 years now. I've
Nice.
hosted the 2 major debate tournaments that have taken place on that,
Okay.
or have helped host. The first one was from another user who's no longer on the server, but he needed help with like the hosting and setting up and the wrangling of people in order to get things done. And then later on, we held a secondary one, and I have since tried to keep it alive by doing on-stage debates throughout that. Pretty much anybody. I think for the longest time, it was just me and Stink as the ones that were the event managers trying to bring, more formalized debates onto the main stage. So
Mhm.
I have a lot of experience in wrangling of individuals and setting things up and trying to come up with good debate topics that have both sides and can be fun and engaging. So I'm hoping I can
Okay.
help you guys out a little bit here. That's about it for me.
Okay, popcorn it to someone else.
True.
I don't know, Paul, Trav, whatever.
Hi, my name is Paul. I've also been in the DGG debate space for probably like 10 years now. I helped Brick and Stink out with some of our debates that we had there, not the debate tournament. We used to have a little thing where you could challenge somebody to a debate and then everybody could watch you duke it out in like a public space.
Nice.
But yeah, I love debate. I do a lot of stuff related to like civic engagement and getting people into it in real life. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Really like what you guys are doing. And congratulations on the money you guys got. Well done.
Of course. Thank you.
Awesome.
And I'll send it over to Trav.
Okay. Yeah, ready? My name's Trav. I am 4 years in the DGG space so far. Just an active debater person in that space. I've helped out both Brick, Stink, and others during I think the first debate tournament. I was one of the judges at that time. I've helped kind of wrangle in, like, give advice of like what users to like be engaged in those spaces that are quite entertaining and have good talking points. Aside of that, I'm just pretty proactive in like Destiny's space in terms of like chat, just kind of seeing how people engage in like what entertains them. Other than that, I've just been proactive, just like supporting people in the space. I love like debate tournaments that we host. I love engagements whenever we have events in that space, and yeah, hopefully I can give some insight what people like to see.
It's nice.
Thank you.
Is that
And then
all
Stink, have you
one-
introduced
okay,
yourself?
Stink?
Yeah, I'm Stink. Pretty similar background to the others, so I won't repeat a lot of the same stuff. But I've been in the DGT Discord space for about 4 years now. So, and yeah, I also won that first debate tournament. So
Oh, you won.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm
All right.
He
Brag
always
a
has
little
to
bit.
bring it up all the time.
We got a champion on our
Nice.
hands.
in
Let's go.
DGG. Yeah,
One of those people in
it's
high
great.
school, they're like, oh, go went pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Steven's- Steven still hasn't brought you up for a stream.
Kind of. I'm
Wait,
kind
oh
of
my
a big
gosh.
deal. I'll have you know.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for Steven to bring you on stream. I want to see that one-on-one.
Ooh,
Once he
nice.
talks with Destiny, he'll be able to say something else other than his debate preps.
Yeah.
Oh my god, true.
Yeah, a funny anecdote is that like the guy who first put it on, like one of the prizes that he got out of Destiny was like a one-time appearance on stream, and I waited like a year and a half to try and cash
Oh my-
that in. And it
Oh my
out,
god.
turns out Destiny had no idea. He just completely forgot about it.
Oh my god.
It's
You
like,
got.
I,
You
I s-
got.
I sat in like the
Swindle
Oh
string
people.
no.
disagreements Discord channel for like 6 hours for a couple of days, and
Oh
just
my
Oh my
God. Oh
I didn't
no.
even bother to remember. It was fun.
Oh
Oh,
no.
that's rough.
It was pretty funny. Yeah,
That's rough, buddy.
I'm
Hey, at least you
sorry.
got the custom role, okay?
yeah. No one can take that
Okay.
away from me.
Like,
Nice,
damn, you
nice.
guys are just a well of information. Been doing
Yeah,
this for a long time.
sincerely. That's really cool. I mean, yeah, so I guess just to kick it off then, it sounds like you all know so much about what it means to foster a debate space online. So, uh, whoever wants to jump in first, if you have some just general thoughts on what it means to set that up, what are your recommendations for jumping into the game if you want to host these kind of conversations?
So, um, I think it's important to know the base at that point, what they're expecting, what type of engagement, what type level of engagement that is popular amongst the people that are joining in the debates, that are doing the debates, so on and so forth. And I like figuring that out is probably uh, it was one of the things that I wanted to discuss when we first joined in on this, but we don't need to jump directly into that. We can get some other ideas for other individuals first.
Definitely, one of the big things, like when it comes to kind of getting these things up and running, is identifying like the base that's in the server and what they're really looking after. So, one of the things that we all kind of figured out when we were setting everything up was that people wanted a lot more of like a structured setting that also didn't lose any of its like kind of like blood sports type of stuff. So we allowed for a large open section portion where these two individuals could really kind of rip into each other, and it could generate some strong entertainment value. You could probably ask Stink; he can tell you there's like a number of different debates where people really kind of got into it with each other and would fumble the ball, so to say,
Mm.
and it generated very engaging moments. You know what I mean? And got people really excited.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think the structure, if you get that right, it'll be hard to go wrong. And honestly, probably the easiest thing that like in my experience, as long as you have like the first thing is you filter your debaters a little bit. Like if you're going to set up a one-on-one debate, you want to make sure that both people are actually capable of putting up good arguments.
Mm.
Mhm.
There are moments where if you don't get that right, someone may end up on the stage and they don't really know what they're doing, you know. So and that there's probably a variety of ways to accomplish that. The way that the person who first put it on Duke, the way that he did that is he just asked like, how would you come up with an argument for this contentious topic
Mm.
without any and do it right now on the spot, like without any research. And that's
Mhm.
like a pretty good way of if someone's not very capable of that, you maybe relegate them to a topic that's like more well explored or something like that.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
the other is just like the structure of the debate. As long as you have like, here's 2 minutes for an opening statement, you guys both do it, and then the next 35 minutes, you two going back and forth, and at the end, an audience is going to decide who's better. It leads to pretty good debates most of the time. As long as you have people who are good at debating, you give them time to research the topics to form a good argument, you can get a lot of engagement out of that. I think people really responded well to that format. That's pretty much what we did, more or less, for the debate tournaments and other formal stuff we did in DGG. And I think it's like a pretty easy one for debaters to latch onto, and it's pretty easy for the audience to understand and judge pretty
I think,
informally which debater's better.
Mm.
I
I
think on
will
top of
say
that too. Oh, go.
sorry, go ahead, Trev. No,
I
no,
say I
go
think on
ahead.
top of that, I think for most part, people like seeing a winner in a sense, or someone
Mm.
who's a victor. So I think having factor in like who you want to select as judges, say in the background, like say, I think for us we had 5 to 7 judges that were selected, and on top of that, the audience. I forget how many the audience vote count. If it was 1 or 2 people,
It was one vote.
it was one
Interesting.
vote. Okay. So I
Yeah.
think having that factor in, because I think for the most part, when people watch these debates, they want to see a victor out of it. Kind of like who argued the points best, like what people gravitate towards. There's sometimes like even during debates where someone won just or got more votes just because like they were more passionate or had like it seemed like they're debating stronger and people lean that more than someone who just had facts. So there's ways to factor in like that
Mm.
kind of like deciding factor. So but I think for the most part, people like seeing kind of like somebody win and seeing the audience engage in that too. So
One of
Yeah.
the things, or
Oh,
really, you go ahead,
yeah.
Rick.
I was going to bring up the second debate tournament. We curated the individuals joining the debate tournament a lot less, and we did have a few of those floundering points.
Yes.
So it is what it is. I kind of opened it up with like a like a joke test just to make sure somebody was serious enough to sign up and tried to, match things accordingly, so on and so forth. But we did have some people that I feel bad. They were they thought they were better at debate than they were,
Mm.
and they
Wow.
got paired
Mhm.
up with people that were much better at debate than.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
like
Gosh.
Stink and Brick have said, you really do have to kind of screen for like bums,
Hmm.
unquote, because ended up happening to us when we were kind of doing everything that was happening was you would have these moments where there'd be a lot of hype behind it, and then this person would concede in the middle of the debate, right?
Mm.
Mhm.
And it
Yep.
just flatlines all the expectations.
But
So
also, I want to point out one other thing. The goal of the debates that we host is never to have the correct opinion. It's to be the best rhetorically.
Hmm.
So
yes.
there's been instances where people were arguing for opinions that they don't necessarily believe in, and that wouldn't be the quote unquote correct opinion given the topic.
Mhm.
But it's all in like arming yourself with the ability to effectively, like debate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there have been times where people who argue points that I disagree with completely, but even the
Mhm.
audience would. But there were times like, hey, this person made really good points. They were really direct. They were doing great rebuttals. They were doing a lot of engagement. I think like that's what makes it pretty entertaining versus just like people just saying, oh well, I agree with that point, therefore they should win. People really factor in like how they argue those points well and effectively. So
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, like, I know there's the debate space that we're looking at as far as like a Discord server, VC sort of a situation where we might pull out a couple of people to engage in a topic and then maybe pick another topic, which seems to be kind of the common thing with people like Wick or even like Travis Pingburn and stuff on his in-server stuff. But there's all kinds of debate spaces online. I mean, everything from, the larger audiences, YouTube streamed, big sort of things to like formal media companies like Jubilee and Zateo and things having more formalized large scale debates. Um, Even, all the way down on the other end of the spectrum to people like, Javon Bradley, Dean Withers, folks who just have that kind of one-on-one debate. And I love that everything you guys have said seems to apply for all of that. Like, if you're just having somebody call in, or if you're somebody who, that's where you think you wanna start with creating a debate space, is maybe having a ongoing thing that you do, and you just have people call in, it still might be worth having some sort of a, buffer with that person versus, where you kind of, I guess, vet that person. I've seen how some of these sort of more individual debaters tend to do that, like by asking something as simple as, like Javon Bradley will be like, "Oh, so what are your pronouns?" And that can tell you a lot about how this person is going to engage with your debate moving forward, how they answer that question. All the way to the other end of the spectrum where you need like probably like a team of people helping you to vet and really establish the questions and things. So I love that literally everything you said could apply for whatever end of the spectrum you want to start off with, no matter what kind of debate space you're trying to create. I mean, so with that being said, thank you. That was some beautiful insight. I'd love to maybe even start to pack it into our particular situation so we can give an example of how we can apply some of these things. So just to kind of explain the sitch, Retro Phoenix, the amazing Retro Phoenix, who was here with us tonight.
Am I?
uh, you are, baby. And so he
I'm
has
being
been
serious. Like I don't know what you're
doing.
talking about. I am amazing.
He is amazing.
I am better. You know.
But he's been doing the digital ground game debate night. It's been about a year now where that's been his baby. That's been his thing. And then a
Shit.
few months ago, like I came into I don't even know how I got
Let me
this
pull something up.
position, but I became
Um,
his co-host.
I was setting
Yeah.
up a debate, and I think you were like, I could go either way on this topic. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll throw you in as like a You'll be like a
That's
third
what it
party or some
was.
shit.
Yeah, I was like the
So when
devil's
like these two
advocate.
debaters, when they were being engaging enough, I just throw with Sophie, and she's been amazing ever since. So
Oh my gosh,
that's
you jogged my memory. Absolutely. So yeah, I kind of came in as like the ringer or the devil's advocate, or the steel man, if you will. And then yeah, ever since then we've just been, rolling together.
true.
And so then this has been a few months now where we've just been in the digital ground game bubble. It's been nice. We've grown. We've started streaming to YouTube. Things have started to get bigger, more organized. We got our little graphics and stuff. We're looking all cute. And then we were approached by the DGG proper Destiny ground game, or Destiny good game, Destiny.gg team, and they said, "Hey, do you want to go on the main stage?" Which is basically the Destiny.gg, streaming thing. And we were like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." And so our first week doing that was last Saturday. And it
Oh, yeah.
was very interesting. I think it went well for what it was, but almost immediately we started to get offers of help and advice on improvement from all of these
Hey,
people here.
lots of ways to improve. Okay.
Yes. So particularly Paul, and then I think Trav chimed in. Stink was there, but I think it was Paul who roped in everybody else.
Stink.
So he
I
was
know him
like,
now. Holy shit. Good.
so he was like, yeah, he was in our debate. And
Yeah.
doing very well, might I add. But it was just funny because so Stink, Trav, and Brick, you can blame Paul because he's who tagged you specifically. So
Oh,
thank you for answering the call. I just reached out to see if we could, maybe have you deliver your advice not only to me and Retro, but to anybody else who might be interested in understanding the best ways to, again, foster and curate a good debate space. So we're here. Our ears are open. Let us have it. Roast us, daddies. What's up?
I think you guys did a great job. I think there was pretty high engagement with the first event. I will say that the user who put that last debate tournament on, Duke, did something similar several years ago, around 2023 timeframe.
Mm.
Before he did the debate tournament, he was like putting on like, well, every week I'll do like a vague topic, and then I'll just pull people up and they can disagree as necessary, right? And it was varying results based on the topic, right? In a predominantly liberal space, if depending on the topic, there may not actually be that much disagreement,
True.
So
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
that's definitely our
that is
problem.
something. Yeah, that is something I will mention, and even when he would like go to, like, he was pretty well known, and he would pick out people who he thought could represent an idea pretty well. Even when he would like mention to those people on the side, like, hey, I don't think there'll be this much disagreement. Do you think you play like straw man or something, or steel man,
Yeah.
the opposite side? Um, like and I was even one of those people, and sometimes I just couldn't do it, right? Like
Yeah.
there's like not that much
Like
motivation
Trump
for me to
is
do
good
that.
for America. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like if there's nothing really on the line, it's like I don't know how much motivation I have to do this steel man.
Yeah.
And but I will say what changed in terms of that level of engagement was when the tournament thing did come around. And so I did want to just, I don't know if you guys want to go to that level of work to put on something like that, because it is a lot of organization.
Actually, I'll start with like
But
just like giving the origins of it and shit. For
sure.
me, it was like about 8-10 months ago at this point for me. There's a lot less engagement in the server and shit. Obviously, things are as they get closer to the next election cycle and shit, more engagement is coming towards us. But yeah, I was just like doing something to give something for the community to do, and just like get together and be like, "Yo, hey, let's hang out for a bit and shit and just debate something." Trying to think. Um, that's where I started morphing into this more like open panel type thing of just like bringing people up and having them talk and shit. I will say like, dude, that first week last week threw me for a loop. Like, I can't tell if I'm not DGG server enough to like know if the one guy who's like had like schizo in his name, if he was like actually schizophrenic, or if it was just like a bit. I was like, I don't know how to engage with this.
That was
He
wild.
does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
He's a
It was
known quantity.
also a bit of like
So.
a shock for me because like typically we both have perms and stuff, so we can like pull people off and pick people up like as we want and shit.
Right.
And I was like, I had to
Right.
go through a third party of just like, hey, this Schizo guy, can we maybe not bring him back up because I don't know how to engage with this.
Yeah. We're not here to be your therapist, baby. Like, sorry. But
Who was it? I'm sorry, I wasn't there for the first topic.
Zig Thrill.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
anyway, without
I'm sorry.
diving too deep on him, we could probably talk to Shambles. I don't know. I won't speak for him, but I don't imagine him having a problem giving you guys like stage permissions.
Oh yeah, I was just saying like the shock of it of just like our normal comfort bubble or some shit of like, oh,
yeah.
we can be a perms and
Yeah.
shit. So
I
we're
mean,
going to that.
not to say we haven't had to deal with our own
Oh yeah,
misfits.
We have some experience.
we've had some stuff
We're on
happen.
the internet, okay?
But
We have some experience.
but he's right. Like, we are coming from this super ultra liberal, bubble, if you will, into the beautiful wide world of Destiny fans. And so
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was a bit of
That's great.
a bit of a turn. But
Learning curve, okay?
yeah, definitely a learning curve. But ultimately, like, even beyond like dealing with the odd strange participant, I guess, like, are there things that we could do to mitigate that beforehand? I like the open debate style, but
I think
should
Jared
we?
mentioned it of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
filtering people ahead of time. But oh yeah, if we do like a more panel approach, I guess if they have any tips for
Yeah,
that.
that is
Well,
one of the downfalls of
Yeah.
the caller.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I would recommend, honestly, Stink talked about it earlier, but having it be an A/B conversation between these two people with a moderator in the middle of it,
Okay.
I think would be a lot stronger. The reason why it's so good is your screening potential is a lot better. You, as the organizer, can kind of like see how these two people can morph with each other and how it can generate a stronger conversation. And of course, the best part about it, in my opinion, is the preparation stakes are a lot higher, right?
Yeah.
It's a clash of two personalities, especially if you can find people that actually believe in it.
Mm.
Like on the pro and con of it, you can go really, really far with it. The other thing I wanted to say is that you should absolutely stay in DGG with the hosting and stuff like that, just because you can pull a lot more talent from there
Sure.
and
Yeah.
pick up a lot more people that can do the debating and stuff. The panel
Yeah.
stuff is
Yeah.
great. I don't really have much to say about that. Maybe Stink, Trav, and Brick can probably say something, but I would highly, highly encourage a bracket style debate format without a
Okay.
doubt.
If the goal is like as much interaction as possible, then it's worth keeping in mind that the more contentious, probably the more engagement you'll get.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially in DGG.
Yep.
That is
That's what people tend to gravitate towards. And when
yeah.
I was talking about like kind of filtering some debaters before, it's only for that reason. It's
Mhm.
and it may not be like if you think there are people who maybe don't have a lot of debate experience and they do want to get their feet wet in it, even if they aren't like super great at it at the moment, I don't see a problem with that if they want to like take the stage every once in a while and try to get good at debating.
Mhm.
But to like really get the ball rolling, I would target contention. And so
Of
it's
course.
that would probably look like
Mm.
picking the right topics and maybe trying to rope in like really good argumentative debaters.
Okay.
And we
Yeah.
like I'm sure us four who have more a little bit more time in the DGG main
Yeah. Yeah.
Discord
Yeah.
can point you to some people who'd be good for that.
That'd be great.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and even like even if you just talk to those people, they can probably give you topics like I like to talk about this, I like to debate this,
They
and
don't
that may help.
necessarily need
So
to
Yeah.
be Trump
Yeah.
Trump good, Trump bad. They can be like Stink. One of the ones you had was like free college or the importance of college, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Dude,
and I
that'd be
mean,
so cool to like.
yeah,
We have like all a bunch of these like talented fucking debaters in this Discord server or some shit, and if I could like set up some shit with some people outside, like Connor or like someone that has like someone that's more conservative or some shit, and just like aim these towards like people that have more like contentious views with us with like this community. I guess that'd be great.
yeah,
I would
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely see if you can get more like laymen in though. So like avoiding
Yep.
like these like big Twitch personalities and seeing if you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
pull in people that are really, really, really into it.
Mhm.
I think that'd be pretty good because a lot of Twitch streamers, a lot of the time, they kind of have to cover a lot of stuff, you know.
Mm.
So
Oh
you
yeah.
can usually find like hyperfixated individuals online that are really, really into this type of stuff, and like can give a really good performance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I
Well,
they
say
don't have to be
Connor,
hyper.
oh, yeah,
I
go
would
ahead.
say I would say like, they don't have to be like hyper knowledgeable of what they're talking about. I feel like from it seems like from people watching stream or watching these debates, they just love it when they're just hyper engaged or just like
Of
very
course, yeah.
very elevated. That kind of talks. And so like if you're bringing someone who's not like super knowledgeable on a topic or something, but are really passionate, I think that's huge, and people just want to see that kind of clashing back and forth
Yeah,
way
yeah.
more than just someone who's like, oh, I know all these topics, all this stuff, and let's just have a talk. I think people probably lean more towards one who's like can be more engaged and more entertaining. So
yeah.
Dude, the fucking when they would just go down lines. I can't think of the word right now. Fuck. They have like fucking dialogue trees. I
Yeah.
hate watching people like
yeah,
that
Oh,
so fucking
yeah.
much.
Well,
But to clarify a
retro.
bit, when I said Connor, I meant more like his Discord server and shit, just like someone that's more conservative, or you might
Oh,
actually have like actual disagreements and shit. But to clarify, with you guys doing like debate nights and stuff, like how heated do you let it get, and also like
Oh.
stepping in as a mod versus like not wanting them to like cut off a good point that they're making? Does that make sense?
So as the role of the moderator is to keep them on topic and make sure they don't break server rules.
Okay.
mm.
Past that, like the level of contention, as long as they're just not calling each other names
Just
by
Yeah.
the
just
end
let
of
them
it,
fucking
yeah.
kill each other. Like I
Okay,
mean,
okay. Basically, yeah, you know,
it is.
it's like
Free for
Texas where
all.
they're like, okay, cop, hey, we're gonna fight to the
Yes.
death, okay? You're just allowed to
No,
be like, okay.
I'm
Blood
serious.
sport.
Like, what is it? We've had people cry in our debate tournaments,
Jesus.
Oh my
and
gosh.
it was
Oh yeah.
so good. Like, I mean, I know it's
The
cruel,
content was out
right?
of the fucking park.
I know it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But like, when you watch somebody like start like swallowing their words
Oh
in
my
the
god.
Oh,
middle of it,
I bet that's
Yeah.
and
beautiful.
you can hear the voice shake. Like, I mean, it not only for the
They're giving the one
participants,
HP voice.
right?
They're like,
but
oh.
but but for the viewers, it's just such
Uh,
an incredible experience, right? Like because
Right, right.
you really see this like rhetorical wrestle happen, and one person just breaks the other person's neck in the middle of it, and it's just such
God
a
damn.
engaging thing. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Retro. Like, what I
Yep.
think before we even got into this, what these gentlemen were saying was that we need to know our audience, know what our objective is. Like, what
Yeah.
are we trying to get from this? And it sounds like,
Mm.
honestly, I don't think we'll have much choice in that, especially moving into the DGG main stage. Like, I think we're gonna have to be more considerate of the entertainment value of it all. But I also
Oh, I mean,
understand
it's always
where
been in the back of my mind. Okay.
for sure. I mean, oh, I know
Always
that.
been
I know
entertainment,
that.
period.
You know, I know that. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to still being representatives of digital ground game, we still want to foster the objective and mission of our organization of being very pro liberal and trying to engage people from where they are. So, I think that should apply too with the debate nights and that we should keep it in mind. I think it was Brick was saying like that we want to make sure we still are engaging people who don't have experience, who just want to get their feet wet. And I think that the model that you're already using, like I don't think last week was really representative of how Retro actually does his debates normally. Normally he does vet we'll have about 2 or 3 topics,
Yeah.
and he'll vet 2 people to talk, and to actually have the formal, debate about each topic, and then he'll open it up for open discussion. Whereas last week, I think you would get the impression that all we do is open discussion, but that was really not how he normally does it. So I think that having that sort of formal debate between 2 people, it doesn't always have to be, a heavy hitter. It could just be somebody from the community. I think that's great, but then still having the moment for open discussion, I think that's a good model. But
Sure.
how would you guys recommend that we bring that to the main stage while considering that we are a little digital political action org, at the end of the day. So I mean, I don't really, expect that we'll be at the same level as you
The
guys ever.
one of the things we did in between the debates, or like whenever we like move from like person A does intro, person B does intro,
Mhm.
we would do these like fake advertisements in the middle of it. It
Oh
was
my
it was
god, that
just
sounds
bullshit.
great.
most of the time. But because you guys are like a legitimate thing, right? You could basically plug the entire time on
Yep.
all these like intermission periods. I noticed that you guys have made graphics and like
Yes.
videos and stuff that you could play, so you could throw that up as well, like
Those
for
are
the
really
stream.
good, by the way. I
Yeah,
just want to get that in there. I was
Thank
watching the stream yesterday.
you.
Those look
so
fantastic.
Thank you.
so basically, what you can do is you can just really go all in on promotion for it. See if you can rope somebody into making even more.
Okay.
And then if you want to lean into the bit a little bit, right? But also still promoting it to
Hey,
make it
PJ.
funny. That's something that you can do, right? Like, but that's the best way to still maintain your presence within it,
Mm.
all the while still allowing the blood to fly.
I love that.
Yeah,
So we're kind of making that the joke, or making that the thing that we're here in Destiny's space, but every 5 minutes that we're, talking or having a break, like you said, we're doing is like, yeah, make sure you go to Digital Ground Game. Make sure you go to Digital Ground Game. Oh, did you see the fundraiser last night? Oh my gosh, give some money. Here's the thing. I think that would be really, really a great way to kind of mix that, and then maybe absolve us a little bit of having to be so kind and friendly. We can let the
we have
blood
like the
sport
different
fry.
groups.
Mm-hmm.
We have like the different groups. We have like media. We have like research team or some shit.
Yes.
And it's like this ad break brought to you by research team.
Yes, exactly. No, exactly. That's
I love it.
you hit the nail on the head.
Great idea. Yeah.
I fucking love that.
I
Yeah.
love that so much. Absolutely. So I guess what
They have to
when
give us
it
their own ads though. Okay, it has to be like I don't know.
for other well, I
Just have
have that
like
covered.
backup
I'm good.
patrons for like Raid Shadow Legends.
Well,
Oh, that's great.
or oh my gosh, or the Destiny the game or something like that. But anyway,
I love those posts. Jesus Christ.
thank you. But the other side of this is the topics. I again, I feel like last week wasn't really representative of us. Like I think that the topics that we typically choose are very interesting. Like we literally had a couple weeks where
Go
we
ahead,
were
Sophie.
really
Go
well,
ahead.
I'm not okay. I was going to talk about the racist thing first.
She knows exactly. Okay.
I will talk about that in a second. But what I really wanted to
Oh.
say is that you have been such a champion for me as your co-host, and that we have like
Mark Lewis, what do you mean?
but I'm saying I'll just be talking to Retro on DM like, yo, this happened to me and it was crazy. And then the next week he'll be like, and the debate topic is like, are the leftists just as racist as the as the right?
I thought it was a good debate topic. Okay.
But it's just crazy, like how he's just been able to like take what I think is a really challenging issue, but something that is a unique, uh, I guess, unicorn topic to be able to talk about, because you have not one but two Black women, Kai, what's up, in this server who can speak on it. So I like that some of the topics we choose are incendiary in the right way, to our party, whereas we could just stay fluffy. We could just be very liberal on liberal, and is Hassan good or bad or whatever. And then also we did one about whether or not all men need to be castrated. So it was
And that comes from our brave Ulysses. That topic.
Cut the.
Exactly.
I made. Okay, hold on. I
Made
made
one joke.
I made one joke.
Right.
One fucking joke about it, and you guys took it for real.
But it turned into the most interesting, fascinating, like really contentious back and forth debate that we had ever had, and so I feel like
No. There was no debate. It was just you just wanted to take away every man's point. Okay.
point literally, yes. So but that's the kind of thing, like, I would like to see us move into this larger space with. But you tell us, like, what are some of the topics that have worked for you, or not even like specifically, but like genre, how to set up the best AB, with the topic, or just generally, what are some topics that have worked for you, or would you recommend going this sort of unique, different angle, or should it stay political? That's a big question. Sorry.
The biggest one is the nuclear bomb topic, which is going to be Israel and Palestine.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh my God, really?
It's just so strong. Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
I need to
like,
know what's
It's so
why is it a
strong.
bomb?
it is the super subject. Now, my peers are going to throw me
My
under the
peer.
water because it is also happens to
Someone's
be
a
my
little
favorite
biased on this
subject.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, but listen. The reason why I'm saying it, right, sincerely, is because there is a deep partisan divide within the party, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you can really grab a lot of passion from it, right? There's a
Mm.
lot of people that have skin in the game, know somebody that's been affected by the conflict or something like that, or just generically really care about it. So that's a big one for me. I think Stink probably has a pretty good one as well, but it is usually economics related. But I'll pass it on to him.
In terms of the format, like Israel Palestine is good. Like what I was gonna say is that like rather than like if the divide right now is kind of between like the AB one-on-one or like the open forum one, the open forums had the most success immediately after like a big event that sparked discussion all the
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
so like when like October 7th happened and the DGG VCs, like you would have like 5 VCs with like at least 10 people in each, and all of them were talking about Israel Palestine separately.
Mm.
Right.
Hmm.
It immediately after, so like the topical nature of it, if you start an open discussion for those big events, like another big one was like when Charlie Kirk died, like recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Um, like if you strike while the iron's hot, go nuts on those
Yep.
like open discussion ones, because there's not you're not going to suffer from dead air for those big events where everyone wants to weigh in on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Otherwise, the AB is a lot stronger, and I will say the one thing that like remembering back to the debate tournament that we had, the one thing I noticed is that a lot of people that I consider to be very knowledgeable and also very good at like arguing or debating, like the question they would ask is like, well, what's in it for me?
Hmm.
Why should I do this, right?
Okay.
And so finding a way to like motivate them, like the idea that we had if we were ever going to put a debate tournament on again was to see we were probably going to reach out to like Destiny or like people throughout the community and say like, hey, does anybody want to chip in for a prize pool for this?
Okay.
And
Hmm.
actually just make like here's like $500 if you win or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That that would have probably brought out a lot of people who
Yep.
otherwise are making the decision like this isn't necessarily worth my time, or I don't really feel like it's I don't feel the motivation to argue a point I don't believe in
Hmm.
just for fun's
It's a
sake.
lot of work. It is a lot of work,
Yeah.
especially if it's a topic you don't like. If it's the side of a topic you don't agree with, the amount of
Like
But just
research that goes
but
into it.
instead
Yeah.
it definitely helped. We were able to pull people from outside
Mm.
DG, a few
that was the
people that
biggest thing.
yeah, I forget what the last host was named, Duke. Yeah, he's been pulling like people from outside our community, from other servers or other like
Yeah.
people he knew, because they're like, hey, I want to get involved. This is great, and it worked. So
Like
Well, what
Nice.
if
was the
Nice.
biggest thing?
so,
okay,
What was the biggest thing? You're saying that pulled people outside?
yeah,
Money.
money. Yeah,
The
money.
yeah,
pot.
I was gonna say it. Like I didn't know how else
Yeah,
to
why
say it,
money?
but like if you guys could say, look, I don't know, like how the money that you guys recently got works. If you could just say, hey, if you win this thing, we'll give you $50, $25, or something like that.
A
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
free
think a lot of people
Or
would
Iberia
appreciate
or a
that.
t-shirt.
T-shirt.
Iberia
You know,
t-shirt all day.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
it's
yeah. T-shirt.
Oh
it's
shit. Fuck. Oh
completely
yeah.
fine. And then like you could probably start. You can probably allocate in the future to get a little bit more donations just for the debate pool in general,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Yep.
could build upon that as time goes on and really generate a lot of content for it. But
Yeah.
basically, like when we were originally talking about this afterwards. After you guys did your event and stuff like that, one of the
Mhm.
big things we were all saying is, look, this could be a very strong way to pull in people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you attach a dollar value and then you had scouts that went out into the bigger political servers, like you could go into that cesspool politics if you ever wanted to and pick up some
Our
talent there.
our
It
politics,
works.
yeah.
Yeah, like no, not DGG politics. I mean like the
No,
server
Honestly,
politics.
The
Reddit
DG
ours.
server, yeah.
just have Trav do it. Just have Trav do it. He already
Why?
does it anyways.
No. There's another Discord called Politics where it's huge, contentious, like the most widespread views you can imagine, from like
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
truckers to true like MAGA
neo
to
Nazis.
tankies,
Yeah,
communists, far lefties. They are all there. Sometimes they come into our server. Sometimes
Mhm.
they get poached and they're like, "Hey, you guys have good people. We'll bring to their Discord." But yeah,
Hey.
no, yeah,
Are we talking about the
Interesting.
Doobie server, Doobie Land?
yeah, Doobie
yes,
Yes.
server, yeah.
yes,
Jesus
yes.
Christ!
Yeah, no, we all know. Don't worry. Like,
Li-
You used to
Like,
you should just hang in RVCs like, "Hey, this person's unhinged." Before you ban him, invite him to
but
politics. Anyway, sorry.
the point is that like you have all these people out there that really can like argue it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and you could pull them in, and I highly recommend that you keep using the stage in the DGG VC or in the DGG space on the
Mhm.
Discord because of the amount of engagement that you'll also get from the Discords itself. Like I already saw you guys pulled in about what something north of 560 people on that night where we had it in the DGG stage space.
Oh, I didn't
So
know.
you can
Oh,
probably
I did not know that.
yeah.
How do you see that? Because we
Damn.
just saw maybe 35 at any given
Well,
time.
Oh,
Destiny hosted you guys.
yeah.
Oh
So from what
shit.
I
Let's
saw,
go.
I was watching in Destiny's Destiny.gg chat.
Uh-huh.
From it looked like
Shout
I'm
out.
assuming he ended
Brought to you
stream
by.
and then he hosted you guys or told people, "Hey, go watch
Yeah.
the debate tournament."
Oh fuck
Really?
And I
yeah. Let's
saw it,
go.
and I was looking. I'm like,
Yes.
"There's like 500 people watching." And I looked in the side chat
Wow.
of like his chat room. Some were watching and they were engaging in it.
I didn't
But yeah,
know.
Damn.
We have the DGG chat running on our OBS, but I'm not able to see it. So that's really interesting. I might need to figure out a way where I can post that on here.
yeah. I don't know how often he hosts you guys. Like actually, like does the thing where he
Like
Yeah.
raids
yeah,
us,
or
yeah.
I don't know if he did a raid or he just had, hey, here's a link on the top right corner of this
Hmm,
of the event,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever.
that's
Just
pretty
show how it
dope.
works. But yeah,
If you guys
Yeah.
could advance schedule it with him, that would probably be the
yeah,
biggest
Yeah,
thing that you could do.
we're
100%. Let's go.
I feel like we're in very good graces with
Yes.
those folks. And but I
We
no, go ahead, Kai. What's up?
we we do have debate names on Destiny's calendar as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
like every week. So that's
Huge.
yeah.
But Kai, is
I'm
there
trying to think.
a way to even um incorporate their recommendation of like pinging him to rate us consistently? Because I
I
know.
can I can
I wouldn't.
definitely
I
talk.
wouldn't recommend.
Don't worry about that.
uh,
Okay.
I am not entirely like against it. It's just we already have the calendar.
And
Yeah.
that's a
So
lot.
it's
Yeah.
kind of just like yeah.
I don't want to
and even if you
Um
can't,
take
I
a
was gonna say,
mile.
even if you can't host or whatever, you can at least in his GG chat, you can post like, hey guys, you can do like a little shout, hey guys, we're hosting a debate tournament, and it'll go in the top right corner, dat embed, and
I
people
can
will tune in.
always talk
So
to
yeah,
Bing as well.
yeah, being
Okay.
or
Cause
whoever
yeah,
the mods of that chat, I don't know,
yeah,
yeah.
And I saw your note
yeah,
about
for
how
sure.
you prefer the open forum, or you don't prefer the open.
Yeah,
You prefer the AB debates.
I I like the AB because at the time it was pretty new to the server.
Hmm.
During the debate tournaments, and I had no fucking clue who Stink was, Mark was, like any of these folks. But I did like the conversation they would have.
Nice.
Um, yeah, so it was definitely a really, really good intro of getting to know like who's who in the server. And
Hmm.
also you get like an idea of like um how what is like their arguments, what is their stance, how you like for me personally it was like also like a learning experience as well as like how do you engage with people as well,
Mm,
just based on like how they hold themselves. So like for example, Think was the winner, but like the way that he debated Jonah, for example, um, I got to learn how they engage with each other, their arguments, and then also like how do you actually debate people in an intellectual like way, right? So it can definitely give people a like actual example of how debate should be going. It's still like quote unquote respectful, but yet like factual, right?
hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that is lost. So like personally, that definitely attracted me a lot more to like stay in the server,
Hmm.
than anything else.
Hmm.
So that's like my overall take
No, thank
on it.
you. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as like scheduling, definitely I would say reach out to like you said, Bing or the conductors in Destiny Chat because I know they have kind of schedules of what the audience in the chat watches. Like oh today's movie night. Hey, it's
Yeah.
this thing. I would say definitely work with like hey is this time slot open? Would this be a good time to host this? And let the chat know. That'd definitely be good. So that
True.
definitely bring
Okay.
in. So
Well, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
for
what
sure.
we're yeah, go ahead.
I will definitely talk to them. Yeah, and I will definitely get them make sure their our events are on their radar.
Thank you. But I also I can respect the whole, they've given us an inch. I don't want to try to take a mile as well. So for what it's worth, yeah, whatever you can do is great, but I definitely don't. I think what they've done so far is so much already. Like just allowing us to take the main stage, and I think that it actually that correlates to they let us stream to the DGG events kick. So that's another way that we're already on the Destiny.gg as one of the channels. So we've been again we've been afforded quite a bit of leeway with them, and is very, very appreciated. So yeah, I'm happy to I'm happy with what we've got, you know. But as far as I guess that actual structure, like I love what Kai is saying about the preference and what was working. Because it's not even about, you know, I think us at this point, it's about how can we best use this as a way to keep the conversation going and let people who, like you said, don't have the best understanding of debate get to come into the space, understand not only how to best debate, but other people that they might want to reach out to or friend or just familiarize themselves with. Um, so I think to keep the spirit of all these things alive as we move forward, retro, are we going to tighten up our debate structure to just be AB? Do we still want to have the open debate portion of each topic, or just relegate that to one topic or get rid of it altogether? Like, what are your thoughts just from what we've been kind of given so far as to how we might change our agenda or itinerary with our debates?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like this discussion has been very eye opening for me.
Oh yeah.
I guess I would like to apologize for a bit because our like open panels and shit, at least in the politics server and stuff, are much more like chill and moderated more because it's like how do I say this? Don't want to scare people away. At least like when we started 8 months ago or whatever. But I feel like we'd probably want to separate it of like the open panel and then more of like a throwdown debate. I think that serves two different audiences that I think both could be served by like separating it rather than trying to like mix them.
I think that's perfectly acceptable. You should indicate that in like whatever event you're doing. Like you could have the formal debates versus the open panel, like distinguish there.
I don't know
And
the way
we'll
you guys are talking about it. Okay, it doesn't sound very formal. Okay,
Right.
fight to the death. Okay, this is
Right.
formal in the sense that there's structure to it.
There's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
structure,
Minute
yeah.
opening,
Yeah.
True,
there's
true,
2
true,
minute
true.
openings for each, then like a refutation period,
Th-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
followed by like blah blah
You're
blah
right. You're right.
closing
You're right.
I think
statements, and then a vote. So
th-
uh,
there's a finesse to the moderation. You'll figure it out. You'll probably mess up the first couple
oh
times
yeah,
you do it, but as time goes on, you'll kind of understand like what the audience really wants because you have to make sure it's driving forward. But you also don't want to like over moderate and like make
Yeah.
people like boring. You know.
Yeah.
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 I think another important thing I just gonna run on top of my head is just like, I don't know if you guys do this or not, but maybe making like a list of like, hey, these people in our that we've noticed so far in this community or in Destiny server, like these people are passionate about these topics, these people are debaters.
Oh,
Let's
100%.
kind of
Yeah.
have we just make a list, make a list like, hey,
Oh,
these
we'll make a
people
list. Okay.
are
you don't need to
content.
make a list. You do not need to make a list. You can make a poll that you can post
Or poll.
somewhere.
Or,
Yeah,
oh, true, that too.
yeah.
Polls
You
work
can
as
come
well.
up with a
Do
list
you
of
own a gun?
topics.
Nah.
Starting list.
Me,
Are, are,
yes.
are you from Wisconsin or Texas?
Oh,
No, what is it? The
Like,
fucking
well,
gun list or some shit. That's why fucking Republicans are all
Uh,
scared about fucking
but no.
whatever.
Oh
Honestly,
Lord.
we should roll back the is lefties racist again in the fucking main server.
Yeah. I think there's
True.
a few that we could roll back. I mean, even with the IP thing,
True.
we've had two totally separate debates. One was should we start to like acquiesce to the tankies? Like should we stop being so nuanced where they're more general, just let them roll with their arguments in order to bring them in. That was a really good one. And then we just had the debate. I think we just had a general kind of IP debate. But yeah, it's come up enough in our little world that I think it would be good to see that in a larger stage. And then of course, the forced vasectomies, we're gonna have to do that.
True.
Uh,
It's like the Disney classics.
Oh.
Okay, the vault. The whole hour vault
yes.
of
We're
topics
gonna
that
go
we
back
can
to the classics. Exactly.
true dig into when we're not making enough money. Okay,
I know
from
so
our
like
ads. Research team isn't paying their bills. Okay,
Right.
we gotta
Yeah,
dig into the vault.
we gotta go back and start talking about Frankencock again.
Oh my
True.
god,
Holy
exactly.
shit.
I know definitely as of current, the main topic I've seen, so I put Destiny stream, but like in all the liberal spaces, like with Hutch and other big streamers, is the idea of like who is under the tent. Those are good debates,
Right.
Yeah.
especially now, like the stuff with like Hassan or people like, do we include these people? Which parties need to be in this space? Like, are they allowed? Or like those topics are huge right now, and people are very contentious because like right now we're coming up to the midterms and we're coming up
Yeah.
later on to elections. Right now, people are like, how is our party supposed to be formed? Those topics are really big right now. People are very passionate about it. So those are very,
And
very good for entertainment
I suppose
as
that's
well
another
for debates.
question, Trev. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut anybody off.
No, okay.
They're good.
Like, how broad of topics are you willing to go into? Are you willing, like obviously you're trying to push forward, digital ground game, which is political activism, A, B, C, and D. Are you willing to branch off into the more like offshooty things like that aren't currently like the
Mm,
hot button topic? That's
I'd say
another
for like
thing.
the open
Yep.
panel, that's probably gonna be like chill, whatever the fuck. I think for like
Hmm.
the throwdown debates, I'd be down to like go into whatever topic, as long as it's like
Right.
server compliant or whatever the fuck. Like
Mhm.
I don't know if which server would want to do fucking like age debate, whatever the fuck shit. But yeah, as long as it's like server compliant, I'm probably chill
well,
to do.
the big thing like we I think would all recommend to you is we would recommend contemporary topics like things like free college admission, things like in relation to tariffs and how they work, like things that to us as Democrats we say, well, that's obvious, we have an answer for that already, right?
Mhm.
But you find people that can still like hack it and get it done, because that's where we saw some of our strongest debates. One of our strongest debates that we had was about the issue of free college. It was our final debate that we had, I believe, which was between, I think, Stink and Jonah. Right? Stink?
Thick
Jonah,
boy.
the one I forgot about.
Thick Boy.
Oh,
It was
thick
Thick
boy.
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
thick boy.
He's
so,
a strong contender for someone you'd want to loop in
Mm.
for
Okay,
this,
okay.
by
yes.
the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thick
Stick
boy's
boy,
no Thick boy.
thick boy.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, he's
Is he?
A
like
thick
that,
boy, right?
and
He's a
He's
thicker
Matt,
A
boy.
Matt
thick.
Iglesias'
uh,
strongest soldier. Yeah.
he's a liberal who goes against the grain of most liberals. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
very good at riling up your average
That
liberal in
sounds
the
fun.
DGG
Yeah,
space.
it
So
does.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
Also, one thing,
oh,
can I ask again?
go for it.
Because we do have something coming up, I just want to do a quick shout out maybe at the end of the debate night, like I did last night, because we have California Prop 50 in
yeah,
mass, but
yeah,
there's phone banking that's going on. So if I can get in there just to do like the shout out like we did last time, to get
yes,
people to like, because the thing that we were doing here was amazing. We fundraised like absolute fucking fiends,
True.
but one
yeah,
of the things we have to do is we have to also organize, and we have to show that
Hunter
not
Biden.
only do we get 450 new people joining this Discord, but we have those 450 people automatically say, okay, here's something that you might be interested in, and just shove them to it and see how many of them
for sure,
bite on the thing.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I definitely think if I could get like some help there or some shit, if like have someone else in between of people that want to do like shout outs or some shit, because it wouldn't even have to be at the end. It could be like they were saying, we do ad space or some shit, or like in between topics and be like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
oh, also we're doing phone baking tomorrow, blah blah blah, and you could like do your little
Yeah,
run.
yeah, yeah. Like
I couldn't
I'll
agree
bring you,
more.
Sophie, in because we're like we're now like almost the face of digital ground game in terms of like digital dispatch. But
Yeah,
outside of
yeah.
that, we have like
I hate
Price and
I
Go
hate
for
to
it.
interrupt. I actually have to go.
I love
I'm
you.
super
No,
sorry about
yeah,
leaving early.
dude,
Brick
Oh,
we
I
got
know
has
you're
4 minutes
fucking.
left. You've been so
okay,
amazing the
cool.
whole
Yeah,
time. Thank you, Paul.
Paul, you
absolutely for sure.
don't leave.
Brick has a list of the topics that were used in the last one that he was going
Oh,
to send over to you if you just
nice.
let me know.
No, these are just topics that I've been saving. So
Oh, perfect.
these
Oh,
were
Yeah,
not
sorry,
these were not used. So
We'll
sorry, stealing them.
yeah, send them our way. And Kai, send yours our way. We only have a few minutes left. We're gonna have a hard stop just because I think we have other people doing stuff after us. But I wanted to say that we had like okay, with the last few minutes, I wanted to ask just personally, like when it comes to the debates on racism or stuff like that, where obviously, I'm probably going to be one of the A's and the AB. Um, how does that work, or have you seen that work when the person moderating becomes a debater? Should it just be that retro falls
Oh,
into
never.
the moderator space, or
Yeah,
or
yeah,
the
like
moderator should not
yeah, yeah.
should
No.
not take an active role in the debate.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly think
Um
that's where we like just our successes that we've seen so far have been when Retro or myself weigh in a bit on the topics.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was saying of like the open panel being more chill and shit.
No, that's
okay.
fine. Like
I
you
think
can do
that's
that
fine,
after.
but yeah.
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 You can do that
Okay.
after the formal debate is completed. You know, you
Yeah.
Right, right.
put your comments in. Like you could even
Okay.
do the like I think you've already indicated this. You could do the call in afterwards, so people can
Mhm.
say their pieces after the formal debate has been done. But
Okay.
during the debate, like moderation's primary thing is to make sure they don't break rules, and
Well,
then to
it's
keep them
probably
on
just
topic.
just to clarify, you're asking about like an AB or more like the open forum when you say what should the moderator do?
Yeah, mainly the AB. Like I guess just
Yeah.
the appropriateness of a moderator becoming the debater. But if that's the case, just I'm no longer acting as a moderator. I'd have to be the debater, basically.
I mean, if it's not a tournament, like I'm on the opinion if one of the debaters seems to be unprepared or there's dead air,
Yeah.
and you as a moderator feel like, well, I can actually put up a pretty good argument for this. You know what? If it's just for
Well,
entertainment's sake, just do it. You know, like
no,
Yeah.
that's true. I think having
yeah.
a list in your pocket of people that you know could probably make that argument is a better way to go about it. That way you can still be like appear impartial when it comes to
Okay.
that, and then pull somebody else in that you know could formulate
Hmm.
debate. And then the fallback should be that you stay in the
Kai.
debate
Kai, you're up,
if
Kai.
B does. Oh,
To a
Yeah.
certain to a
Okay.
Sorry.
certain extent, you do need to be kind of neutral in these
Yeah.
debates,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
from an audience perspective as well.
True.
Okay. Well, I will
As long
definitely
as
keep it in
One thing
mind.
is, we only have a minute.
No, go
You've
ahead,
seen in
Steve.
the past where people in the chat are saying like, "Well, this person's really bad at this," and the moderator's like, "Do you want to come up?" Especially if
those
Yeah,
they're
are
like,
I
true.
like
Crazy.
that.
just bring them in. Those
Yeah.
people are fired up. They're ready to go.
Yep.
They're the perfect people for it. So
I like
Definitely
that.
see on top of that, definitely see like how the side chat is reacting. If it is like flurry of comments passing through, then it's going great. Like we see
Very true.
how well they're engaged during that discussion.
Yeah.
It's a good sign it's going well.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we have a lot to take in, and hopefully we can synthesize some of this information for tonight's debate. So anybody who has the time, I hope you will join us tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for debate night with Digital Ground Game
Was that
on
1 p.m.
the.
your time or something?
It is 2 a.m. my time.
2 a.m. Oh,
Yes.
wait, no, sorry. I went the wrong way.
But yeah, it's all good. So I'm looking forward to it. And with that being said, just one more thank you to Brick, to Trav, to Paul, who's now gone. And did we lose Stink? No, Stink's there. So
No,
thank you
Stink's
guys for coming in and sharing your wisdom. It's so appreciated. And I hope we can maybe do this again, because again, I wanted to touch on how people might be able to even foster these kind of conversations, political discussions with their own families or with their friends in real life, like taking the debate space into the real world. What might that look like? And also what you might want to do as a debater, like what are some tips for entering the debate space in a good faith way. And so there's a lot more conversation to be had, so I hope you guys will stick around for that. But this has been Sophie Saturday Subversion School. I really appreciate you all watching, tuning in, if you're watching on YouTube or watching somewhere else. And yeah, we'll put this up as a VOD if anybody wants to pick apart this information later. So I will end it here. Are there any final words from our guests tonight?
Thanks for having us. It's been really informative.
no.
I think things are gonna go well for next debate, and this is awesome.
Thank you.
yeah, same for
Yep.
me. I'm really optimistic. I think you guys are doing a great job with engagement so far, and I think the fundraising stuff from the past couple days has proved that. So keep up the good work. Thanks for having us on, and yeah, happy you guys are representing TGG and liberal spaces as a whole. So
Yeah, I'd like to take a second to just say, like, love talking with all of you. You're great, just a well of knowledge and shit, and had a lot of fun just having a conversation with you.
Agreed.
Awesome.
Agreed.
Well, yep. Again, congratulations on the donations. Yeah, feel free to reach
True.
out to pretty much any of us if you need any help. And
Will
that
do.
list I sent both of you are topics that have not been spoken about in
Ooh,
DGG, so you're welcome to parse through those all you want.
very nice. Thank
So,
you.
yep.
And Trav, anything from you, sir?
No, no,
Okay.
sorry. I'm just here to
No
cheer.
problem.
I'm just here to cheer you guys on. I
He's
don't
just
want
watching,
to.
okay? There's a
I'm just a.
chair in
I'm
the
He's a
just
corner.
literally a
lurker.
chatter.
It's
He's
I'm
like,
literally a Destiny chatter here. Just tell you guys, keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, I love it.
Right. Well, thanks everybody. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the session, but thank you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, sorry. I think he was saying something. Okay, so that is it for our Saturday Subversion School. Thank you all for watching.